Willow's okay.
It's me, Liebchen. You don't have to pretend to care for that woman.
Oh, Liesl, I am not a monster. Willow is Wiley's mother.
Adoptive mother who's denying you a relationship with your grandson.
Yeah, it's torture being kept from Wiley. But Sunny did remind me that one day Wiley will be able to make his own decisions on who he spends time with. Hopefully, Michael and Willow won't totally brainwash him into hating me.
And what will you do with yourself until that day comes?
Oh, Liesl, I have a whole life to throw myself into, you know? I do not lack distractions.
And is one of those distractions a certain dimpled mafioso?
You're so silly. And it almost sounds like you approve of me and Sunny.
I approve of you being happy. And if your happiness means being with a man who hates mine, Scott, I won't make a fuss.
At least not much of one. Hey, Aunt Liesl, you know I want your happiness too, right?
I know.
Then why on earth did you say no to Scott's proposal?
How did you hear I turned down Scott's proposal?
Well, maybe you shouldn't have said no in the middle of a busy nail salon with Lucy Coe present.
The blabbermouth must have told you why I refused Scott's proposal.
She did. She said you didn't want to be stayed or settled. Now, just explain this to me. How would marrying Scott make you feel tied down?
I'm an independent woman. I don't need a man to make my life complete.
Of course you don't, but I thought that Scott made your life better.
In many ways.
Then why don't you make him a permanent part of it?
He proposed on a whim, as a way to apologize for upsetting me. I deserve more.
Well, what if Scott proposed to you again under the right circumstances? Would you say yes?
My relationship with Scott is a new experience for me. He's very different from Cesar and Victor.
Because he's not deranged?
Love was always a war of wills with those two.
You were obsessed with Faison, and Victor was obsessed with you. You know, obsession is not love, Aunt Liesl.
With mine Scott, it's fun.
Yeah, he's the first for you with that.
Just like Sunny is a first for you. I've never seen you lose your heart so completely before.
Aunt Liesl, I'm not with Sunny. We're taking it slow.
Any slower and you'll be standing still.
You know, falling in love with Mike, or just falling for Mike in Nixon Falls, that was unexpected. It was easy because we hit it off. It hasn't been quite the same thing with Sunny.
He came with baggage, which he has since shed. Don't make your relationships more complicated than they has to be.
Well, my history with romance hasn't been really smooth.
And my relationships with Cesar and Victor have been positively tortured. I thought all relationships were supposed to be difficult.
But it's easy with Scott, isn't it?
Just like it is for you and Sunny. If I'd run from my feelings for Scott, I might still be with a narcissistic megalomaniac.